I just created a new account in GTA Online, and it's pretty difficult for me to make a good amount of money, but somehow I was able to make millions of dollars as a low level. So last episode, we started out as a level 1 on a new account, started completely from scratch. We had $0, we had no new businesses. So currently right now, I'm just standing outside. I have nowhere to go right now as this character. But luckily last episode we got started a little bit and we now have $422,000. But just in case if you missed it from last episode, we are trying to buy this facility right here as the first thing we're going to purchase, the Ron Alternate Wind Farm facility. And I am going to be putting a sleeping quarters on this. So in total, this is going to cost me $2,005,000. So yeah, we still need to make like 1.6 million more dollars. So we need to make some more money. So currently right now, I am on the wheel of quick cash. So I'm going to spin this wheel and this is going to determine how I'm going to make money to start out this episode. And it looks like we are going to have to do a pizza this mission, which I'll explain what that is when we're done spinning the wheels. So now I'm on the wheel of making money. Every episode, we're going to spin the wheel of making money twice. Last episode, we landed on the stone hatchet, which is not on the wheel anymore because we can only do that once. And then I also landed on boosted money drop from 1 to 2 hours. But what is going to be the first way we are going to be making money in this episode? And it looks like we are going to have to do, well, probably the best way to make money as a low level. And that is going to be the Cluckin Bell farm raid. That is very, very huge. So we're going to be doing the Cluckin Bell farm raid, but what else in this episode are we going to have to do in order to make money? Is it going to be something good? And it is going to be also the first dose missions. This is actually going to be a really, really good episode as far as making money is concerned. So we have what we need to do to make money, but now I'm on the wheel of challenges. What's going to be our restriction? How are we going to have to make all this money? And we are going to have to only use one weapon. And it does say random, but there's a problem with that. I only own one weapon, and it's just a pistol. Well, I guess it's not entirely true. I own a glass bottle, and I own a stone hatchet. So essentially, I'm just going to be using a pistol the entire time. I'm a level 1, so that's pretty much all I could really use anyway. So we're going to start out this episode by doing a pizza this mission, and then we're going to do a Cluckin Bell farm raid, and then following up with doing the first dose missions. And we got to do all of that with only using one weapon, and I only have one true weapon that actually shoots ammo, not including the melee weapons. So I'm only allowed to use a pistol. Even if I pick up any weapons later on in this episode, like let's just say during one of the missions, an enemy drops like an assault rifle or a shotgun, I'm not allowed to use it. I'm going to strictly use the pistol. But anyways, we got a pizza this mission we got to do. So let me head on over to a pizza this location. All right, so I'm getting close to a pizza this location. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I got a notification from pizza this. And that's good because, well, I'm going to be a pizza delivery boy right now. I have a lot of ways to make money and, well, I am resorting to being a delivery boy. So here we go. This is pizza this right here. We can go up to this little white circle and you press right on the D-pad to begin delivering pizzas for the pizza this restaurant. All right, this is something I haven't really done a ton in GTA Online, but essentially we get this little moped right here and we have to go deliver 5 pizzas to 5 different customers. And let's take a look. Okay, there's 2 pretty close by and then the other 3 are not so close by, but okay. And you can also see in the bottom right hand corner there is a heat meter. If the heat meter is all the way down to empty, then we're not going to be getting a bonus. But if the heat, you can just see it ticked down just a hair. It's still mostly full, but we just need the heat bar to have some sort of value in it. It can't just be 0. If it's 0, we're not getting a bonus, which is going to affect how much money we're making. First customer though, where the hell is this customer? Hey, your pizza's here. Where the hell are you? Okay, I literally drove like right to the freaking doorstep. That's crazy, but there you go. There's your pizza. Sweet. So you can see it in the bottom right hand corner. We've made a little bit of money, but the bonus is the main thing we're looking for during this. Okay, location number 2. Let's hop the fence and go give this guy a pizza. Just accepting a pizza from a guy wearing a paper mask, but I don't think he cares. Brother, look at the bottom left hand corner. The payment for pizza is $2,000. Bro, I need to get in the pizza business. What the hell am I doing YouTube for? If I could sell a pizza for $2,000. Hell yeah. Okay. The third pizza location is where someone is homeless. Is this literally for the homeless person? They're literally opening a door and you have a guy in a paper mask handing them a pizza, but also just a homeless person right at your doorstep. This is not the good part of town. I don't know why I'm delivering this far out. I'm going to be honest. I started in Del Perro and they're telling me I got to go all the way out here when there's a pizza this location somewhere in here. You have like 2 pizza this locations on this side of town. Why the hell are we using the one from across town to deliver all the way out here? All right, we've made it over to the 4th customer. Here is your pizza. Get back on the delivery bike and let's go deliver one more pizza. And here is the final location. It's this house. Just driving right on their front lawn to go ahead and knock on their door and hand them a very hot and fresh pizza. And there we go. We just made $21,861. We made $11,861 off of the direct pizzas. Then we got a hot and fresh bonus of $10,000. So after all that, we're now sitting at $444,000. But now it's time for me to go ahead and get started with the Cluckin Bell farm raid. Okay, we've made it over to the location to start up the Cluckin Bell farm raid. Just in case if you're not aware, it is this location right here. It is the V on the map close to Del Perro Beach. We're going to walk up to this circle and we'll press right on the D-pad to start the Cluckin Bell farm raid. And here we go. So essentially the Cluckin Bell farm raid, it is like it's just a heist pretty much. So there's a few setups I got to do and there's a finale right at the end. So this mission right here, we are jumping into a cutscene, but after this, we're going to have to get money to start up this operation that we're going to try to pull off with this guy right here. This guy's name is Vincent. But essentially, I just summed up everything that he's trying to explain, and he's going to take like 3 minutes or something like that. So I'm going to sit back and relax for a little bit. Okay, got to catch up with Vincent. Pretty much did exactly as I said, but we need to go to a money laundering business and we need to go steal funds, and these funds will be used to go ahead and just fund everything that we're about to do for the Cluckin Bell farm raid. So the first money laundering business is going to be right here. Now remember, I'm only allowed to use one weapon. I'm only allowed to use the pistol. This is really the only thing I own, but like these guys, when I take these guys out, they will drop different weapons. So they'll probably drop like a micro SMG, something like that. Where's this final guy? Oh, there he is. Okay, there we go. Everyone's taken out outside. I don't know. Let's just run over this guy, for example. We just picked up pistol ammo. Okay, there we go. We picked up a micro SMG. So yeah, technically I could use a micro SMG if I really, really wanted to. But for this challenge, I'm not. We are not allowed to use a micro SMG. All right, anyways, we have to steal cash. So the cash is going to be just chilling in the laundry machine. So you have to reach in, grab all the cash, put it in our bag, and go to the other one and do the same thing. And there we go. We stole all the cash that we needed to. So now let's leave. Oh, jeez. There's 2 people right outside. Thank goodness they didn't start shooting, though. Hopefully I have enough snacks. I do not know how much snacks I have. That could be a problem. I might need to get some more snacks after this. Oh, wait, no. Actually, I have a good amount of snacks. Never mind. But we need to go to a different money laundering business and do pretty much the same thing. All right, so we've made it over to the next money laundering business. We have to take out some more people. All right, let's walk on in. And same thing. We have to go inside to take out that guy and that guy. And we're just got to steal a bunch of cash once again. So all of the cash has been acquired. Let's get out of here. So we need to take out these 2 guys. There we go. So now we just need to deliver the cash to Vincent's lockup, and that should be good to go. And just like that, we are back at Vincent's lockup. We're actually here at Vincent's lockup for the first time. And there we go, mission passed. That is the first out of, I think, 5 total setups we got to do. So I'll see you when we're ready to go with the next one. So we're jumping into the next mission. It's going to be breaking and entering. So for this mission, we need to go to a laptop. We need to steal that laptop. And then we need to go over to a terabyte and then steal something from a terabyte. Let's go over to the laptop first. So we have made it over to the pier. This is where the laptop is located. Now, a trick with this mission is that you can just kind of drive around, just shoot a shot up in the air. And then the person that has the laptop will appear on the map with a red dot. And then he'll start running away. But if you pay attention mention where he was at, he'll be right next to the laptop. And just like that, I have found the laptop. And apparently, more importantly, I parked on top of a guy. My bad, dude. Sorry. I'll just steal your 13 bucks, you brokey. What the hell? Like, I thought I was a brokey in GTA Online. You are a true brokey. 13 bucks? All right, anyways, now we gotta go over to the terabyte. Okay, so we need to find this terabyte. It's apparently in a range. Pretty sure the terabyte's like right over here. Yeah, terabyte's right over there. All right, so this is the terabyte, and this is a freaking drone. We have to take out these drones, and it's a little annoying to take these things out with a pistol. Next wave was fine. Some of them are going to start attacking me at some point. I mean, they're already shooting at me, but some of them will fly towards me and then, like, blow up. Like that. Well, I died. I died to a freaking drone. And then the game's like, oh, you committed. You unalived yourself. And I'm like, bro, I didn't do that, game. A drone did that. At least give the drone credit. You're just making me look really bad. I already kind of look bad. But anyways, we got all that done. And we have to steal a hacking device, which the hacking device is right here. There's also a weapon right here that we could use if I wasn't on this challenge, the assault SMG. Oh, I don't have a car anymore. I was using the car that they allowed me to use. I don't know. With these missions, they like give you a car, or at least access to a car, but now I don't. So I gotta steal, what is this, a Tampa? No, it's a Buccaneer. Oh, sorry. I mistaken the Tampa for the Buccaneer. Or, sorry, the other way around. Sorry, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, come on. I feel like I think that's pretty funny. Anyways, we gotta go over to the cartel's compound. And pretty much from here, we're gonna have to steal something. We're gonna steal something pretty big. And here we go. We have made it over to the cartel's compound. And we have to take out the cartel to find the tree cane. The tree cane. Can I not read, you moron? Moron, Dr. Crush. Train key. That is what it says right there. I'm gonna say it one more time for myself. Train key. Ah, damn. You need to go to reading comprehension. God damn it, bro. I have to take out all these guys to find a train key. There's a lot of these guys, and they have pretty good weapons, too. So, yeah, if any of them will stop hiding, that would be great. They're kind of pissing me off. Hiding behind their truck like, oh, you can't hit me. Yeah, take that, clown. Jeez, okay, I forgot. I have no lives left either. Because a stupid drone, still a stupid freaking drone. Okay, I took out the guy with the train key, which is good. Problem is, there's still a lot of people here. So let's go over here, and let's go pick up the train key. Try to take out that guy. Okay, train key has not been acquired. It has been acquired. Okay, good. So now let's go to the engine and let's go steal the train. And pretty much from here, we have to drive the train just out of the city, which isn't too difficult. So I'm just going to sit back and relax. And once we escape out of the city, I'll let you know. And we have finally escaped the city. We are in a tunnel right now. And there we go, mission passed. That was a close one. It was a little bit interesting. We had a drone destroy us, and then we almost had, I don't know, a freaking army or a cartel group. That's what they are. They almost had a cartel group take me out. But hey, we survived, and we stole their train. Let's move on to the next setup. So we're jumping into the next mission. It's going to be called Concealed Weapons. Now, this mission and the next mission are going to be very, very different from the other ones. So essentially, now we have options. So you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we have option A, B, or C to go to. These are different areas that we can go to go steal weapons and gear. That is the main objective for this mission, is to steal weapons and gear. So with this one, we have the option to go to one of those locations. We can pick up weapons from either of those locations, and then we'll get to use those weapons at the finale. But the location that you go to is going to change what weapons you're going to be using during the finale. Now, for this first time that I'm doing the Cluckin Bell farm raid on this account, I'm just going to do it how I usually do it. But later on in this series, I'm going to spin a wheel and it'll determine exactly what location I'm going to. But the one I usually like to go to is going to be location A. Location A is going to be located right here. It is the quickest one to go to. Please do not tell me that it's not the quickest one to go to. That is the most literal bull. Sorry, don't put that. Sorry. I don't know. A lot of people like to argue and say location B is closer. It's just not. And if you have any sort of common sense, you would understand that. Like, I've tested this before. Location A is closer by distance. Or not even taking into account that you would have to travel by boat to get to location B, because location B is on a yacht. So like I said, if you use common sense, you'll understand that location A is by far the closer location. Anyways, so that's why I like to go here. So I already grabbed weapons. Oh yeah, by the way, during the finale, we will not just get to use my normal loadout, which right now is just a pistol. We get to use weapons, which is what we're doing right now. So during the finale, I'm gonna have to use the closest thing to a pistol, essentially. That's what I'm gonna do, which I think with this loadout that I'm getting, there's like some sort of pistol that has a suppressor on it. That's gonna be the weapon I'm going to have to use during the finale. But anyways, we grabbed the gear, we grabbed the weapons. So now we can go back to Vincent's lockup and just deliver it, and that'll be pretty much it for this mission. Okay, so we've made it to Vincent's lockup. We can confirm it by texting it to him like this. Confirm, and just like that, that is it for this mission. So there we go. Mission passed. We have 2 more setups we have to get into before the finale. So let's move on to the next one. So we're jumping into the next one. It's going to be hit and run. This time around, we're going to be stealing a getaway vehicle. But just like last mission, we have an option to go to either location A, B, or C. Once again, location A is going to be the one I am going to. It makes the most sense. It's actually like the worst vehicles that you can get, but it doesn't really matter per se. I know what I'm doing during this. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go all the way over to location A. So we've made it over to location A. The direct location is going to be just right over here, and the getaway vehicle is actually going to be in this garage. But I gotta take out that guy, I'm gonna take out that guy, and then we have to take out this thing right there, and that'll open up the garage, and this is going to be our getaway vehicle. It's going to be the Moonbeam Custom. This is not a good getaway vehicle, but that's okay. I know what I'm doing. So anyways, we have to deliver the getaway vehicle close to the Cluckin Bell factory all the way in Paleto Bay, where the finale for this is going to take place. So let's drive all the way up to Paleto Bay. All right, we've made it over to the garage. Let's enter in. Pretty much from here, once again, we can confirm this vehicle to Vincent, and just like that, we have to leave the garage and leave the area, and that'll be it for this mission. And once again, another mission is passed. We have 1 more setup to go before the finale. So we're jumping into the final setup. It's going to be disorganized crime. So what we're going to do right now is we have to find the Cluckin Bell depot, essentially. So we have to go hack 2 vans. And once we hack those vans, that'll determine where the location of the depot will be at. All right, so here's a van right here. Just have to get close, and we just have to let the hack start hacking. Okay, there we go. That's 1 hack done. Need to hack 1 more van to find where the depot is. Here is the other van. Once again, we just have to get close and just continue to do a hack. Okay, there we go. We just did the other hack. I almost died in the process, but we're good. So now we can go over to the cartel's garage. And just like the last 2 missions, how we're going to do this next part is going to determine how the finale is going to go. It's going to work a little differently than the last 2 missions, but it still kind of has that element to it. And here we go. This is the cartel's garage. And now we're inside. So we need to sabotage the cartel's delivery trucks. And apparently for this mission, my pistol got equipped with a suppressor, so that's nice. So essentially what I want to do for this is I want to do this as silently as possible, because during the finale, I want to be silent. I want the finale to be silent instead of aggressive. Because if we do this part like a little bit differently, like, I don't know, let's just say we blow up the trucks, these trucks that I'm trying to sabotage right here, which you can do, you can blow it up, but let's just say I blow it up. Then we'll have to do the finale aggressively, and everyone will know that we're arriving. But anyways, we have to find a key card. Okay, so the body, or one of the bodies, has been spotted by a camera, so I'm gonna have to take out these people. Okay, we have to take out everyone before a certain time. Okay. I think there's 3 more people we have to take out. 2 more now. Last person, I think. And we're good. Okay, so we're good now. I need to get this drill. But before I start drilling into lockers to try to find a key card, I'm going to go back down here because there's a camera right here. There's a camera right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to wipe the CCTV just to make sure none of that I just did was seen or will be seen. So there we go. We just wiped the CCTV. Good stuff. Now let's go ahead. Let's start drilling into lockers. So we're just going to keep drilling into lockers lockers until we find a yellow key card. Sometimes I can get pretty lucky and maybe find it like within like the first 2 lockers that I drill into, or this could take a very long time. I think there's a total of 16 lockers we could potentially drill into to try to find a key card. So in that set of 4 right there was none. So let's move on to the next set and let's just keep drilling. Oh, and there we go. We just found the key card. For our 5th locker, we found the key card. Okay, good stuff. All right, so now we have to leave the cartel's garage. Once we leave the garage, we'll really know for a fact if we did everything correctly. And I'll explain how. We just left. Now they're going to tell us to... Okay, so it's telling us to steal a flatbed with Cluckin Bell crates. That is exactly what we wanted. That means we did everything correctly, and we are going to be doing the finale silently. But if we did that wrong, then we'd have to evade a bunch of Cluckin Bell people. And they would pretty much just chase us out the city. So that's good. So for the finale, we are going to be doing this silent and sneaky. All right, so we've made it back to Vincent's lockup. Mission passed. So there we go. That is all of the setups done. So we're ready to go with the finale. So here we go. We are jumping into the finale. We are doing the mission scene of the crime. Now, these guards right here, they have no idea that I'm here. They're going to pick up a crate with this beautiful forklift, and they're just going to move this crate like, just like their normal job. That's exactly what they're meant. That's what they're meaning to do. But why is the camera showing this stupid crate? Well, I'm in that crate. I am in that crate. I don't know why I'm getting so hype over that, but anyways, we're here. So I have these weapons right here. I have a compact rifle and a mini SMG and a combat pistol. Since I'm only allowed to use one weapon, as for what the challenge wheel said, I'm only going to stick to the combat pistol since this is the closest thing to my normal pistol. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to work. So I gotta take that out, open this door, and I've already kind of ruined the flow that I usually like to be on during this. Anyways, there's a guy right here. Take him out. There's a guy right there and a guy right there. Good. Hold on, there's a guard walking towards me. I'm sorry, I am not in my flow. To explain the whole weapon situation, I kind of got completely off track of how I usually like to do this. There's a guard walking. Yeah, there's a guard. I just want to make sure I don't get seen by that guard. Okay, I almost screwed that up. Oh my gosh, I'm screwing things up. I screwed that up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I suck. I suck. I suck. I suck. Oh my gosh. Yep. So yeah, Vincent just said it. Stealth is no longer an option. Translation, I am a moron. God damn it. I have not failed this in so long. But here we go. Okay, it is what it is. I am only allowed to use the combat pistol. Which really, if I was still doing this silently, it really wouldn't matter per se. I just need to make sure I hit my shots. But now it kind of matters because now I have by far the worst weapon in this weapon loadout. But the challenge wheel said I have to use this, so it is what it is. But anyways, our objective is to steal everything that the Cluckin Bell farm is doing illegal. They are manufacturing this product that I'm stealing, so we're gonna retrieve it from them. We're gonna retrieve it from them, and we're gonna make some cash. We're essentially gonna sell this off at the end. That's gonna be pretty much our payout, or at least part of the payout that we're about to get. But in order to see that payout, I have to make it out of here alive. Which I have made that a little bit interesting because I'm being stupid. Okay, so we got all the product from there. There's a guard right here, apparently. I just smacked him in the face with holding a pistol, so that'll count. Where's your guards? There's a guard right there. Oh, jeez, bro. I hit none of those shots. I'm dying. I didn't get snacks beforehand because I didn't really think I needed it. I still think I have a decent amount, but I should have had a lot more. So, yeah, this is just gone perfect. Gone absolutely perfectly. All right, so we have to steal some more of that product, which they're going to be right in here. Going to use this crowbar to pry this open and grab this thing of loot and then go over here to this crate and do the same thing. All right, and there we go. So now we have to exit the storage area. Now we need to go to the office. And well, hold on. There's some keys right here. These are the keys that can actually get us into the office. Good stuff. Smack that guy in the face. Shoot that guy in the face. Yeah, this is a lot more tense. This is way more intense now that I've screwed up. I'm only allowed to use a pistol, and I am at level 12 now. Ranked up a little bit, but still, I'm only a level 12. Okay, here we go. We've made it over to the office. So I need to hack a computer. Okay, there we go. We hacked into a computer. Getting shot at. Getting shot at. Hey, yo, you can stop, guy. Thank you. Now we can use the hacking device to find a safe code. Nope, that is not a weapon. I needed the pistol. Okay, where the hell is this? Where is this code? Is this the code? Okay, there we go. There's one right there. 2 more to go. Is it this one? Nope. Okay, I found the other code. There's one more I have to go find. Okay, there we go. I just found the last one. So pretty much finding those codes, which they're just on a bunch of computers, finding those codes gives us a safe code. And the safe code is going to be 192990. So we have to put that into the safe. So 192990. There we go. So that opens up the safe and we're stealing a bunch of cash. Good stuff. Now we have to leave the Cluckin Bell factory. So we have a 3-star wanted level. So we need to get to our getaway vehicle as soon as possible. So I'm just going to try to run through here as fast as possible. See if I don't get hit. It's kind of working. Try shoot. Thank you. Stuff. Where is there? There's another guy right there. Awesome. All right, and here's our getaway vehicle. So let's get inside of the getaway vehicle and let's get the hell out of Paleto Bay. So yeah, we have to go deliver the loot to Vincent's lockup, which is all the way back into the city. But in the meantime, we have to go ahead and try to lose the cops. So pretty much I'm going to stay on the train tracks. I'm going to try to stay on the train tracks as much as possible, at least in this early part, to try to get away from cops. Oh, geez, our 3-star wanted level went up to a 4-star wanted level. I don't know when that just got boosted up, but you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So we've driven from Paleto Bay pretty much all the way over to Sandy Shores now. Finally, the cops don't see us, even though, yeah, we just got seen right there. That's fine. So I'm getting off the train tracks right here, and I decided I wanted to barrel roll like 3 times or however many times that was, and we have to try to lose the cops. And I usually just I like to off-road in this area to try to lose the cops. As long as the helicopter doesn't really follow us, we should be good, but we'll see. All right, and just like that, the cops have been lost. That was a pretty easy 4-star wanted level to lose. So now all we got to do is just deliver the loot to Vincent's lockup, and that'll be it. Okay, Vincent, I am back. That was a lot more interesting than that really had to be, but we're back. We're back with all the stuff that you wanted me to steal. And there we go, mission passed. And just like that, we made $500,000. That is already more than I've ever made on this account. Like, we came into this episode number 2, with $420,000. We just walked away from that with $500,000. So already we have over doubled the amount that we've made so far in this series. It's only episode 2, but still, we're not even done yet with the money for this mission. I mean, look at the top right-hand corner, plus $250,000. You're probably a little confused by that. You're like, why the hell did you just get another $250,000? Pretty much when you complete the Cluckin Bell farm raid for the first time, we get a first-time bonus of $250,000. For the first time for doing this, I made a total of $750,000. That is really, really good. So this is going to completely change just how much money I have in GTA Online. So I just deposited all that money, and now we are sitting at $1,197,000. So we are over halfway there to being able to purchase that facility. But we're not done yet. We are not done yet with making money. But we need to go out and we need to do the first dose mission. So I need to head over to the other side of the map. And we're actually trying to go all the way over here to this R on the map. This will start up the first dose missions. So let me go steal a car and let me head on over there. All right, so we've made it to this location. We just have to step into this yellow circle, press right on the D-pad, and pretty much the game is saying Ron is he needs help with something. So we have to go meet Ron all the way over here and kind of just see what's up. But here we go. First dose number 1. Welcome to the troop. So we're gonna go upstairs, and pretty much once we get up here, we realize once we go up more stairs that we realize that this is pretty much just a clown show. I mean, look at all these clowns. That's pretty much all that needs to be said right here. It's a literal clown show. No substance. Ron's getting beaten up by a girl. It is what it is. So yeah, nothing of substance up here. All right, and as they were doing a bunch of degenerate stuff, someone just shot at them. So naturally, we have to go defend them, but I can only defend them with my pistol. All right, so we have to start taking out all these guys right here. Once again, I'm only allowed to use a pistol, but even though they know this, even though Dax knows this, he's like, yo, you are going to have to defend me and my entire troop. Like, are you kidding me, bro? I have to do all this for you? Luckily, I'm a good shot with a pistol, but my goodness. So yeah, there's a lot of people we got to take out. And I'm going to have to eat a lot of snacks too. Because we're going to get shot a lot. So apparently Dax and the troop, they've pissed off a bunch of bikers So that's who's coming after us. Sounds eerily similar to what Trevor has done in story mode. Trevor pisses off a bunch of bikers. Jeez, there's so many of these guys. This is not ideal. This is not ideal for right now. Like, I haven't even picked up any other weapons. So, like, this would have been just difficult regardless of if I have this challenge or not. Yeah, as we get further on into this series, let's just say, like, I pick up a sniper rifle at some point. Let's just say I landed on that same challenge wheel spin, and I would have landed on having to use only a sniper rifle. Like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy. But that's just how this is gonna go. All right, but anyways, we need to steal this right here, the Vapid Lost Slam Van, and we are gonna have to go retrieve Dax's RV. Dax has an RV. Don't know why he has an RV. We're gonna have to retrieve that RV back, and it's pretty much gonna be on the other side of this body of water, which is the Alamo Sea. So we're gonna stop this car, and we're gonna go and pick up this boat and go across the water. All right, so we've made it to the other side of the Alamo Sea. So we need to go ahead and we're gonna take out some more people. There's a guy right there, some people right there. Shoot, there's a guy right there. Jeez, there's so many of these guys. Like, it's just kind of hard to keep track of all of them. Even coming in on bikes, but that's fine. Okay, I think I've collected. Okay, never mind. I thought I had a good pathway to go get into the RV and just run away as fast as possible, but no, not quite. Not quite. See, this is where the special carbine is going to come into play later on. Like, once we go ahead and purchase the facility and we're able to purchase the special carbine alongside of the facility, that's going to be huge for us. That's going to be an absolute game changer because, like, we'll be able to take out these guys a lot easier. And then, obviously, as we progress throughout the series, as I level up, I will naturally just gain more HP. So then, like, missions like this will be a lot easier. But right now, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I started out last episode as level 1. I'm a level 13. Unlucky 13 right now. But yeah, level 13 already by episode 2. I think it's pretty good. But hell, we've only made just over $1 million though. So we need to continue doing these missions so we can actually get some money so then we can go ahead and purchase some better items. But first things first, I need to go ahead and pick up Dax. I need to pick up Dax from Liquor Ace. All right, so we're back where we started out this mission. We need to pick up Dax, and then we need to go towards the city and go to a location that Dax wants to kind of make his his headquarters for his little weird group thing. So yeah, we need to go to an abandoned warehouse. So we've made it over to the abandoned warehouse. This is where Dax wants to make his little stupid headquarters at, which, all right, whatever, it's fine. But there we go. Mission passed. There's going to be a lot of missions passed during this episode. There's another one right there. So essentially, with the first host missions, I haven't really talked about it. There's like 6 total missions. And we just got $20,000 right there, but that's not the main reason that we're doing this. We're going to get paid a lot more. So you can see in the top right-hand corner, we just got $50,000. So just like the Cluckin Bell farm raid, we will get a first-time bonus. This first-time bonus is going to play out a little differently. Every mission will get a specific first-time bonus. But anyways, let's go ahead and start up the next mission. So we're jumping into the next mission. It's going to be first dose number 2, designated driver. So essentially, Dax for this mission, what he wants us to do is pick up party supplies and bring it back to the warehouse. So we have to go over to the docks and pick up those supplies and just bring it back. So we just collected the party supplies. So all we got to do now is just go back to the freak shop, and that should be it. And okay, there is a roadblock, and this roadblock is shooting at me. That's not ideal. It's just not ideal. Okay, let's just drive through it, see if we're good. Uh-oh. Looks like my trailer is on fire. That is not good. Looks like I'm gonna have to hold right on the D-pad to just unload this trailer, and there it goes. And there it goes. It is blown up. That's not good. Dax, looks like we are not throwing a party. I repeat, we are not throwing a party. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I don't know what weird party you're going to be throwing, but instead, now Dax wants me to get revenge. He wants us to get revenge on the Lost MC, so we're going to have to go to the Lost MC clubhouse within the city to then go ahead and get our revenge on him. All right, so here we go. We've made it to the Lost MC clubhouse. And there's a lot of people here. There is a lot of people here. So we're going to have to take them all out. So let's take out... All right, let's just shoot at a freaking wall. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And good. I died. Good. What a fun party, Dax. This is a fun time. Good job. Ah, damn. Gotta love only being allowed to use a pistol while being a level 13. Great. So I gotta take my time. Clearly, I have to take my time. All right, so I've taken out all the people outside. We need to go in. There's a guy right there. Smack him in the face. Good. There's a guy right there. Good. He is taken out. So we need to find the MC Clubhouse plans. I'm trying to remember where the hell they are. Through this door? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So let's take a picture. All right, there we go. And now we're going to steal kind of the extracurricular stuff, if you know what I'm saying. So there's a bag right here. And then there's some grass. There is some grass right here. So let's go ahead and let's collect the grass. All right, and there we go. So let's go ahead. Let's leave the lost MC, but let's do it cautiously. All right, I think one more person. Okay, you're pissing me off. There we go. Just smack him in the face. All right, so let's go ahead and deliver the loot back to the freak shop, and now that should be it. No party for Dax, but hey, you get to see me alive. You also got to see me die once, but I'm coming back to the freak shop alive. All right, and there we go. Mission passed. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, first dose mission number 3. Fatal Incursion. So we need to go to this place over near Sandy Shores called Stab City. And yeah, it's pretty much where the Lost MC is located. There's a lot of them over. We're gonna have to take them out, and we're gonna have to kind of just disrupt everything. All right, so we've made it over to Stab City. This mission is probably going to be the toughest one we're going to face. Usually during this, if I'm a low level, I like to have a Duke of Death. I'm not allowing myself to get a Duke of Death for this series quite yet, or maybe not even at all. But I have to go and destroy the property. Okay, so yeah, we have to destroy a bunch of property for the Lost. Only a pistol, too. That's crazy. But there's a lot of gas cans that we can just shoot, blow up like that. Wonderful. There's a gas tanker right there. Beautiful. Yeah, we just got to do a bunch of that. So yeah, one small step at a time. Just keep working to blow everything up, or try to. I hope for this specific mission, I might need to pick up like a grenade or something like that so I can blow things up. There's nothing I can blow up near this bike. But so far, this hasn't been terrible. This mission has not been bad at all. Dude, I'm so locked in right now. I'm trying to stay as focused as possible. Blow this up. We've only blown up like a quarter of their stuff, which is a little bit annoying. I feel like I've done a lot, and really, it's looking like I've done nothing. Okay, that was nice. Blew up a bunch of stuff right there. Let's see if I can blow up this tanker real quick. Nice. There's literally bikes right next to it. I don't think the bikes... Oh, okay, the bikes just blew up. Dang! Bro, look how much property was blown up. I like that. Oh, this fire's spreading. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Fire just keeps spreading. Keep spreading, fire. Oh my gosh, this is so great. This is so great. Damn, I didn't think that worked that perfectly, but it did. Okay, there we go. Damn, we've already blown up everything that we've needed to. What the hell? That was pretty easy, somehow, some way. But anyways, we need to go over to Miller's Fishery. We need to go to Miller's Fishery for the next part of this mission, which is easier. All right, so we've made it to the next location. We need to go steal some methodology. You steal 10 things of methodology. So here's one thing right here. Very nice. All right, so there's 2 more things of methodology. That is 3 out of 10. Gonna run over here. I'm not even taking anyone out right now, really. Just kind of working around everyone, essentially. And we need to go inside of this building right here. All right, here's 2 more things right there. There's 4 and 5. We need 5 more. All right, so here's 2 more. So that is now 7 out of 10. Okay, so there should be a thing. There's a thing of product right there. That is 8 out of 10. The last 2 items are going to be on the pier, which that's good because the next part of this mission is going to take us at the pier anyways. All right, here we go. 9 and 10, just like that. We now have all of the product that we need. And Dax hasn't told us yet, but we need to get into this plane. We need to get into this plane right here. This is the Dodo, and we need to fly all the way back close to the freak shop. So now all we got to do is just land this plane in the storm drain. So I am just going to land it right here. And just like that, that'll be it. There we go. Another mission has been passed. We have 3 more to go. So we're jumping into the next mission. First dose number 4, uncontrollable substance. Now we have this little cutscene right here, but essentially Dax, this guy, he's gonna make us trip out, and pretty much all of this mission, we're going to be tripping out. So nothing of substance is going to be going on for this mission. So I'm not even going to really commentate as I play through this. There's just no substance. There's nothing here that really matters other than just the final screen that says trip survived. So yeah, I'll see you when we're done with this mission.
Hey, are you okay?
I don't know. Looks like it's starting to kick in.
Welcome to our clinical trial. Woo, buddy. Wait. Are blimps actually just full of confetti?
And just like that, the trip has been survived. Like I said, nothing really happened, just us tripping out. But there we go. It counts as a mission. We have 2 more to go. All right, so we're getting to the 5th first dose mission, Make War Not Love. So this mission actually matters, unlike last one, other than the fact that we just need to complete it. There's actual storyline kind of going on here. But anyways, we need to go to a hippie camp because apparently Dax has pissed off some hippies. Okay, so we've made it over to this location, and we need to just destroy a bunch of lab equipment. Pretty much what we got to do. So, hold on. There's people shooting at me. All right, anyways, we need to, like, blow up a bunch of stuff so we can shoot these barrels. And, yep, there goes an entire lab. Good stuff. 3 more labs to go. Okay, there we go. Another lab has been destroyed just like that. 2 more to go. There we go. Another lab has been destroyed. We have 1 more that we have to go to and destroy. All right. That's all the labs that needed to be destroyed. Now we need to get into one of the vans to find the delivery locations. And well, since I don't have a vehicle that I currently own quite yet, I might as well just use this. Oh, I just realized a ripple to this mission. We have to destroy the delivery vans. I don't know how I'm going to destroy delivery vans with only a pistol. I might have to bend the rules just a little bit for this specific one and use something other than a pistol. Okay, there's a delivery van and I completely whiffed on my shots. Oh my gosh, I just kept shooting that freaking van and it blew up on its own. Okay, that was weird. I blew it up with only a pistol. All right, cool. 2 more delivery vans to go. Okay, here's another van right here. There's a gas tanker. There's a tanker right next to me, so I can easily take out this. I can easily take out this van, no problem here. Or never mind, I can't get into these vans. Wonderful. Wow, I am very shocked at how easily those vans blow up by just a pistol. But anyways, 1 more van we got to blow up. Okay, made it to the final location with the van. All right, just once again, just shoot at the van and it'll eventually blow up. Of course, this time it's not blowing up as easily. Never mind, it just blew up. Okay, good. All right, so now we need to go to the altruist camp. All right, so we finally have made it to the altruist camp. So let's get out of the vehicle and I need to take out these guys. They're pissing me off. Oh my gosh, they're about to kill me. Oh, we're good. Okay, so same thing. We're going to have to take out a bunch of different vans here. All right, so here's a van. I have to destroy it somehow, some way with still only a pistol. Okay, there we go. That's 1 delivery van destroyed. Here's another one right here. Just once again, start shooting at it. There's another one blown up. 1 more to go. And here is the final van. And there we go. So now we have to destroy the altruist's Valkyrie. There's a lot to unpack here. Why does the altruist have a Valkyrie, which is a helicopter? 2, how the hell am I going to do it with only a pistol? Well, I took out one of their gunners. If I could shoot the pilot out, that'd be great. But that's a problem. Okay, I shot out both of the gunners. This thing is pointless now at this point. Yeah, I just have to keep shooting at it. It's flying like right over top of me. I can't get an angle at the freaking, I can't get an angle at the pilot. I'm trying to move so I can get an angle, but it's just not happening. Getting too close. It's pissing me off. All right, well, this Valkyrie, please blow up at some point. It's getting ridiculous. This thing ain't going down with only a pistol. Never mind, it did. Still shocked. Took way too long. Anyways, I have to jump off the cliff and just leave the altruist camp. And there we go. Mission passed. We have 1 more first dose mission that we have to get into. All right, we're jumping into the final first dose mission. It's going to be off the rails. So first things first, we have to go to Humane Labs. Okay, so we've made it over to Humane Labs. So we can do this part stealthy, and I am going to try to do this part stealthy. It's going to be a little easier, at least in my opinion, but we can try to stay stealthy as long as possible. Oh, geez. I think I've alerted too many people. Oh, there you go. The alarm has been pulled. Everyone knows that I'm here, but it's fine. All right, so we've made it over to the door. All right, and there we go. We have made our way in. Now we need to go to the loading bay, and we need to go steal some things for Lab Rat. All right, so now we need to go ahead and just start searching these crates for a bunch of chemicals. There you go. That's one thing of chemicals right there. There's a second thing of chemicals. And there's another bottle of chemicals. That's the fourth bottle of chemicals. And this is going to be the last thing of chemicals that we need to get. Good stuff. All right, so now we need to go try to steal something from a train. That's pretty much what we're trying to do now at this point. So we need to go pretty much just sabotage a train. So we need to reach a switching station to kind of redirect where the train's gonna go. All right, we've made it to the switching station, so let's pull the lever. All right, and now the train is gonna go a different way. So let's go back down here, and let's go head over there, and let's go try to steal some stuff from that train. Okay, so we've made it over to the train crash site, and I did just realize that there's gonna be helicopter shooting at us, which is not ideal. It's not ideal at all, because all I am using is a pistol. So we have to search these crates to try to find the chemicals that Dax is looking for. And I haven't done this in a little bit, so I don't remember exactly where they're located. But there we go. There is one chemical right there. 4 more to go. All right, there we go. Another thing of chemicals has been collected. There is the third thing of chemicals right there. 2 more to go. Another thing of chemicals collected. 1 more to go. And here is the final thing of chemicals. Let's go ahead and collect it. So now Dax wants us to go ahead and collect this big truck called the Brigade 6x6. All right, and all we got to do now is just go back to the freak shop. And then once we do that, that'll be it for the first dose missions. So we've made it back to the freak shop, and just like that, the final first dose mission has been passed. So after the final first dose mission, you can see in the top right hand corner, we made $250,000 as a first time bonus. All the other missions were $50,000. So in total, we made $500,000 in first time bonuses for the first dose missions. So to close out this episode, we're now sitting at $1,803,000. We started out this episode right at $420,000. So we made $1.4 million today. That is a great episode as far as making money as a very low level. So after next episode, we should have enough money to go ahead and be able to purchase the facility. So hopefully next episode, we'll be ready to go to get that. But anyways, it's going to do it for this video. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me try to cross the entire map of GTA Online in a straight line.